and thank you for joining me. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you our new minimalist, vegan, amazing kitchen I love so much. So here is our new kitchen. It's been a lot of work and it's still not completely done. So you can see some tools still over there and here. And we're still working on doing the backsplash. But all mostly installed. This cabinet still needs to be taken care of. And this is what it looks like. So it's like we really wanted a lot of space. My sweetheart and I love to create in the kitchen. So I'll try to insert footage of the old kitchen somewhere here. But this is the new kitchen. We wanted a lot of counter space. Like I said, we love to create. We love to be in the kitchen. I call it the healing laboratory. And I'll just walk you through a few things that are in our kitchen. These are daffodils from our garden. We have two sinks, one mostly for dishwashing, the other one, the garden, part of our garden is out there. So the idea is that we'd open that window and be able to bring in food from the garden directly here as like a prep sink. So that's why we have two. We will put the refrigerator here. Right now the washing machine is here. I'll show you the new fridge in a second. Okay, what else to show you? Dishwashing area. This mason jars. This is where I keep things like, this is chamomile tea for my little one, chamomile flowers. These are amazing for helping with, there's a fruit fly. Fruit flies, I'm just going all over the place, but fruit flies are an issue sometimes. My husband found this way of getting vinegar and trapping the fruit flies that way. Let's get back to the mason jars. So chamomile flowers, hemp seeds, I think this is some oregano, saffron, amazing for proper circulation, for helping circulation. Some dried peppers, chili peppers, some chlorella and moringa powder, cinnamon stick, chia. These are pumpkin seeds. I'm going to transfer them into a mason jar soon. Coconut flakes and some empty jars. And then on this side, let me finish this side first. Okay, I got some wooden bowls, and we like really big bowls to eat with. Our salads, our big salads, and this is organite. That's really wonderful for just positive energy in the space. A bowl of tomatoes, a plate of tomatoes that are ripening. This is just a real and raw look on, one day, what's around. So I didn't really clear up anything, but we have some lemons. We like to make fresh lemon water in the morning. This is our juicer, our orange juicer. It's citrus season, so I've been using that a lot. I love this. This is my mortar and pestle. I use this to make ground spices, to open up almonds. I have an almond coconut yogurt recipe, raw coconut almond yogurt recipe coming up. So watch out for that. Our coconut shell houses bay leaves from our land and also garlic that we use. Coconut oil. I use this actually for the skin and for making toothpaste. I rarely eat any coconut oil or olive oil. I tend to stay away from oils. My husband does cook with this, and apple cider vinegar, and the stove that my husband uses. So my sweetheart is, he eats a plant-based, whole food plant-based diet, very healthy whole food plant-based diet. but he does incorporate cooked food, usually at dinner for his dinners, while I prefer a living food raw diet. So we eat mostly the same thing all throughout the day, and then in the evening he has his cooked meal, and I have a delicious raw living foods dinner. This is kind of our sprouting soaking station over here. So he's got some lentils soaking to make some lentils for himself. Here's some buckwheat that's also sprouting. A fruit fly going by. In the back, you're probably like, what is that gnarly thing? That is banana peels that we put in water, and they're amazing for actually soil, helping to enrich the soil. So we're actually going to put that in our garden. That's not for eating. These are some mung bean sprouts that are sprouting. And I will be using that in a raw sushi recipe very soon. Our trusty old blender that's still going strong. We use that a lot. Up here are things from mostly my husband. I think this is amaranth. I think these are black lentils, quinoa, I believe, chickpeas. These are all things he uses. I don't really touch these. I don't touch these. These are his food. There might be more chickpeas in here, but these I do. These are mung beans that I just talked about that I sprout. These are buckwheat that I definitely love. These are they're just an amazing chi builder. They're wonderful for energy, but they're also a great source of B vitamins, healthy proteins. I love buckwheat, so I sprout them. I have a raw buckwheat stir recipe on my channel you can check out. I'll also make sometimes like a raw granola that I just, no dehydrator needed. We don't have a dehydrator in our home, actually. In the future, we might get one, but in our home here, we don't have one. So none of my food is dehydrated. I just sprout these, add some fresh coconut milk, some sprouted nuts, and what else? Some raisins. When you're wanting like a cereal, like a muesli cereal, this can be amazing. In terms of appliances, I talked about the blender. We've had this. This is an immersion blender that my husband uses when he's making mashed potatoes. This is a food processor. We just got that actually recently. So I'm happy about that because I use that for preparing raw vegetables really quickly. I talked about the citrus juicer already. That's all the appliances we have. So I keep it really simple. And before you see this beautiful kitchen, we were only using, this is where our old kitchen was. If you remember my home renovation video, you can check out that video on my channel. I talked about home renovation, or it was like a welcome to our new home video. This is where the old kitchen was. So we've taken out this part now. You see the hole in the wall. I scrubbed this entire room down. I have a cleaning video coming up soon, and this will be our kind of cozy living space after we clear up this area. But so when the kitchen was gone, taken out, we didn't have the new kitchen, and all we had was this table. This is what we prepared food on for almost a month. Right? So it just tells you, you don't need any fancy things. You can keep things simple. We're really into voluntary simplicity and simplicity with our food also. So we only had our blender. We had no other appliances, and a cutting board and a knife. So keep it simple. Right now, we're using this for just storing things like a ripening station for our bananas. We have our melon here. We got a whole bunch of local almonds. We've been gifting them, but I've also been, again, coconut almond yogurt recipe coming very soon. Kiwis there. And then 'tis the season for kaki. So we have kaki ripening, lots of bananas ripening, papaya ripening. We're gonna have a fruit stand in our kitchen space, close to our kitchen space, where we'll have a ripening station there. And I'll show you the fridge really quickly. This is our fridge. This is the biggest fridge I have ever owned. But we're very happy about it. We have one side that's a freezer that you can see is basically empty, except for my husband's frozen peas. But here we'll be putting in things like fresh fruit that are ripe, like berries that will then freeze for the winter. We might order some durian at some point if we can't get to Thailand. So that's where what freezer will have, maybe some nuts that I don't want to go rancid. In the fridge space, my husband has a drawer for his cooked stuff. So we have potatoes there. That's his space. We have here dates and dried figs. These are just always nice to have on hand. I use these for mostly dressings and sauces to sweeten up, add flavor, add a sweet flavor. Let me put that better way, to kind of balance out the salad dressings flavor. So dates, dried figs, banana is always on hand for my little one. Sometimes he doesn't finish a banana in one go. So a banana, ginger, these are, what is this? Stuff for Sky that he didn't finish, maybe grapefruit, a little bit of a lemon, cucumber, what else is in here? Tomato that needs to be eaten. So I like to put here things that we need to just maybe finish eating really quickly. And in this drawer are greens. So greens, I have cauliflower. I'm gonna make a cauliflower rice using the food processor very soon. We have here broccoli and cebollita, spring onions, zucchini, some raw tahini, some coconut milk and coconut flakes, olives. This is like a curry spice mix. This is kind of curry spice mix. Tomato sauce my husband uses, capers. Up here is kombucha. I'm actually going to use this as the starter for that coconut almond yogurt. So watch out for that. If you can't find a good vegan probiotic, that's a quick and easy tip. You can use kombucha or water kefir. And then here's B12 supplement that I do use. Okay. We take advantage of our outside space a lot, and we're going to have a proper designated fruit stand outside. But for right now, we're using this table for also keeping some of our fruits and vegetables. So we have local lemons that our friends gifted us from their property. We love exchanging food with friends and neighbors. So we gave people a bunch of our almonds and figs, and we got some lemons. And also we had some, what is that called? Chestnuts. And then we got some lemons from our friends. It's a really beautiful exchange of love and labor. Kiwi, onions, oranges here, pomegranates, a whole box of oranges. We've been I love this is also making green juice. I'll do some oranges and then some things like moringa and wheatgrass and all of that goes in there. More pomegranates, I think. Pomegranates and kaki here. So this is our outdoor messy table right now. Our beautiful fig tree over there. This is aloe. This is, for me, the extension of my kitchen. I go out here all the time, harvest some aloe. I use aloe for my hair and for my skin. I have a video in my channel about aloe for my hair, so you can check that out. I also love to harvest rosemary and sage for my hair teas. Garden is an extension. Those are the daffodils we harvested. The garden for me is an extension of my kitchen. I think of it as part of our kitchen, actually. Some beautiful daffodils there growing. And here we have, if you were wondering, where all, that's not a lot of greens in your fridge. Well, we're always trying to get fresh greens. We go to the market basically every day, to the store to get fresh greens, but we're also growing our own greens. So in here you can see some lettuces growing, and I love to come out here and pluck fresh lettuces. We have 3 gardens like this that are growing greens, zucchini and corn and lettuces. And again, if you're interested in a updated garden tour, this is some kale here. Let me know. So this is part of our healing laboratory. We have here rosemary that's flowering gorgeously, and sage, and I love to use sage and rosemary for my hair teas, and I have a whole video on my channel about that. To me, the kitchen is one of the most important spaces of the entire home. It's where we create food to nourish ourselves. If you're somebody who's struggling with digestive issues and wants to uplevel your gut health, then consider checking out my recent offering, Digestifier, which is a poem dance as well as holistic health tips from me. I'll leave a link to that in the description box down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, a thumbs up, share it with anyone you think might benefit or be inspired. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And I send you so much love and light and fun wherever in the world you are. I hope your healing laboratories, no matter how small, big, minimalist, or maximalist, are serving you well and serving your health well. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.